Today, let me share with you my story on how I started learning gardening. I started learning very seriously almost 15 years ago. And back then, there was not a lot of resources that I can learn from. There was no YouTube, there was no Wikipedia, and internet was painfully slow. There was not a lot of ways to learn gardening. So let me share with you 3 ways on how you can learn gardening, and it still applies today, and I have been through all of them, and at the end of the video you will know which way will work best for you. So number 1, learn gardening by yourself, meaning you buy a few plants, you grow them and you kill them, and you learn from your mistakes and you try again. So it's basically trial and error, and you probably need to try a few times before you can get it right. It's the school of hard knocks. This is how I got started in gardening, buying and killing plants, and I wasted a lot of time, a lot of money on this. This is one way, however, especially in gardening, it's painfully slow. Your mistakes don't appear the next day or next week. You don't kill your plant immediately when you make a mistake. It can take months or even years before you realize you did something wrong. Many gardeners are in such a situation, which is why after decades of experience, they only figure out the right way to grow a single type of plant or a very specific plant, because they have spent so much time killing so many plants, trying so many methods, and they've seen all the mistakes for that particular plant itself. And at the end of the day, they're only good at it. And if you ask them to grow another plant, they are going to need another decade to figure it out. Not only that's very time wasting, it's also extremely depressing. Not everyone has the determination to go through so many mistakes, invest so much money, and having so many failures to become a better gardener. Most of them actually gave up and they said, gardening is hard, I got no talent, I got no green fingers, which is not true, because they are learning the hard way. Number 2 is to learn from your peers. Learn from your friends, your fellow gardeners, or learn from your family members. Instead of learning by yourself, you become clever, you rope in a lot more people so that you can learn from each other without making the same mistakes again. Yes, a good idea, but not a good way. Let me share with you a story. Imagine I gave you and your friend the same plant to grow, which none of you have experience growing it. And every week you get back to each other, you get together to share your experience on how to grow this plant. Do you think you are learning the right thing? Your friend is at the same level as you, and what works for him may not work for you. Both of you share very different things, very different lessons, and learn different things, and at the end of the day, both of you are confused because you don't know which way is the right way. The worst thing is that both of you, you are learning the wrong things. I was one of them. My friend and I bought new plants and we are sharing tips with one another, but in the end, all our plants died. We tried other plants, we asked more friends to try, we rope in more people. We just don't know what's the right way and we just try. We even do split testing, like I will try method A, you will try method B, and so on. But none of them works. So learning from someone who is around the same level as you, probably not the best idea. No matter how much you learn from each other, it is very hard for you to move to the next level. You are stuck in the same problems, or even worse, you are stuck with more problems because your friend's experience is also involved. It's a very vicious cycle that will kill your hobby. I was in that cycle for almost 7 years before I found my way out. I started to accelerate my learning really fast when I found a mentor, Dr. Wilson Wong. He was a very well-known gardening guru, or even a gardening celebrity back then. He was world-class. Things he shared with me are unheard of. The conversations we had were so different, and it was so profound and deep, and I knew it was in a whole new level. As a close friend, I learned a lot from him, and the knowledge, the skills he imparted to me brought me to a whole new level in a very short period of time. So I think that's the best way to learn. So number 3 is to learn from a mentor. Learn from someone who is up there, very successful, been there and done that, because they can tell you exactly how you can grow to the next level. Learn from the world-class experts because they are so high up, and anything you learn from them will uplift you to a whole new level. You will quickly see real progression. With today's technology, there's YouTube channels, and there are tons of information and resources out there where you can follow world famous celebrities, gardening stars and gurus, and they all have great content out there for you to learn. And if you want to learn more and you have not subscribed to my channel, click on the subscribe button below and you will see more videos every week, specifically like Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays. And I bet you will learn a lot faster and become a better gardener.